Oh, look at it. Look how far I can attack with it. And it's just so effective. Ready? Ah,
Enter the inner sanctum. Rise, my brothers. Rise and do battle.
haha.
Your strength rivals that of our greatest champions. What now do you think you are? You may enter our most sacred place.
The spirit speaks the truth. This was a good place. I can feel it.
The world stone has been changed. Our children are born weak and suffer short lives. The demon Nereza promised to restore their power, but instead turned them into misshapen creatures and sent them to war against us. We may die, but not before she is sent back to the burning hells.
She. I want to go back because I think learning about the Wardstone opens up new dialogue options, if I'm not mistaken.
My grandfather used to tell me stories of ancient heroes who performed impossible feats. You remind me of those heroes. Of course, he also told me I looked like a quill fiend. He was a strange man.
The World Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power. It was used not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells. So the World Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today. But now that it has been destroyed, it is conceivable that the powers of the Nephilim will reappear. Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone when Baal, the Lord of Destruction, corrupted it in his attempt to control all of mankind.
The World Stone's destruction must have unleashed incredible energies.
It obliterated Mount Arreat, the mountain that housed it, leaving only a smoking crater in its place. And nothing has been heard from Tyrael since.
I heard that you took Leah on your searches for ancient artifacts and tomes. Wasn't that dangerous?
Not as dangerous as you might think. There was a calm about the world then. Most people paid no mind to an old man and young girl, weaponless and penniless, crossing their lands.
Oh, I can't speak to the... Yeah, for those who aren't familiar with the lore, Nephilim, at the beginning of time in the lore, there was a giant battle between heaven and hell, and some angels and demons wanted to get away from that, and fell over each other, got it on, and the result, the crossbreeds that were created from the demon angel hybrids were called Nephilim. But the high heavens saw it as like treason or abomination, so they they altered the word stone to weaken the Nephilim because they feared the power of the Nephilim and the powers of both demon and angels. So they altered the word stone to weaken them, and those weakened Nephilim became humans. These humans today. So that's what Nephilim used to be. which is pretty neat. Alright. Cool. Just wanted to get the dialogue option, because sometimes you permanently miss dialogue options if you don't go back at certain times in the story, and you have to wait till the next story, the next difficulty run through in order to see those dialogue options. And you get bonus XP and challenges completed if you manage to find all the dialogue, which is why I'm doing it.
The noble hero fought his way here just to die.
Magda!
And who is this you bring with you? Adria's daughter? She has power within her. No matter. Your mother will soon share your fate, little one. The shard is mine. Fill this
You say so.
with their blood.
What did she mean my mother will share my fate? Could my mother be alive after all these years?
She wants to torment you. Don't listen to her.
And what is the power within you that she spoke of?
This fate
Woman's
is
intuition.
She's toying with us.
Intuition.
We must get back to Uncle Deckard right away.
Cool.
We were only a step ahead of Magda, but now we have the second sword piece.
I remember a glow streaking towards a fishing village.
That must be Wortham.
Oh, brilliant, dear Leah. Have the ferryman take you there.
Do you know anything about this coven?
I cannot say, but there is something about them, a darkness that is known to me.
A darkness? That's a little vague, isn't it?
The coven may be part of a greater evil. Perhaps I intended to fight it.
If you're going to fight, you'll need your sword.
The living dead? The Skeleton King? The Khazra? I would not have thought it possible. You have given us all hope. My men, the people of this town, we all owe you a debt of gratitude.
I still have quite a bit to accomplish, I'm afraid.
Nothing that you can't handle, I'm certain.
Does that mean free booze at the tavern whenever I stop in town? If so, I'm okay with that.
I really do miss that bard. The way he sang.
When we retrieved the stranger's second sword piece, Magda found us. She's always on our heels. Who is she? She claims to know my mother, but how could that be? Regardless, we must beat her to Wortham in the final piece of the sword.
Don't think I don't see you undressing our fine hero with...
Did you hear that? Wait, I gotta hear that. Oh, I missed that. There's chat. What's the word? Rebuke? Chastising? No. Yelling at his wife saying, "Don't think I didn't see you dressing the hero." With those eyes.
I lived in Chaldeum not too long ago. You said you were there with your father?
Yes, he was a diplomat. We had a manor with servants and terraces, all of that. Everything changed when the trouble started. Somehow, rumors spread that my grandfather was responsible for the king's madness. My father's work fell apart. No one would speak to him. He kept believing it would blow over, though.
Did it?
No. I'd rather not talk about it now, if you don't mind. I've work to see to.
Alright.
You shouldn't waste time chasing women.
Waste? Time is scarcely better spent.
But you do not keep any of them.
I've only found one worth keeping, but she slipped away from me.
Still, you shouldn't bother every other woman who crosses your path.
Well, no. Sometimes they should bother me.
Let us seek our fortunes together.
Let
Nope.
us seek honor
Sticking with him.
together, my friend.
Oh, my inventory is full. Ooh. Yeah, stick with that. Nope. Helmet is still pretty good. Don't really care for that. Don't need those. Life per second. I like the life per second. Let's cook that. I don't need the damage. Alright, cool. Double check. Make sure he doesn't have anything decent. Nope, not really. I will give him the ring though. Salvage. I really need a salvage all button. They gave you a repair all button, but they didn't give you a salvage all. I guess they did this so that way you didn't accidentally salvage anything important. That's my guess anyways.
My goods are without equal. I've collected them from all parts of this world.
Yeah, most of them I sold to you. Alright.
I was thinking.
Don't hurt yourself.
Double check with this dude. Have you got anything new to say?
I can see the fires even from here. Wortham burns. It is only the truly evil who force the innocents to suffer for a battle they have no part in.
Right? This does not look good.
I need to take the ferry to Wortham.
I will take you, but beware. Smoke rises from the village.
One more reason to go with haste.
They're destroying the town. Get out while you can.
One of the men retrieved a strange artifact in his nets. It looked like a hilt of an ancient blade, but I know it must be more. The fisherman argued with me, but I convinced him to leave it in the safety of the chapel, a holy place for a holy relic.
Holy crap, things got out of control. I'm sorry, did I cut you off? Yeah.
Please, my family
Oh.
is hiding in the chapel.
Dang it, I would do that every time to that
We
dude.
must get to them.
Don't run off! You'll get yourself killed!
Yeah.
I need arcane power.
Spell works
Fools,
too
you
well.
cannot keep the sword from me.
This is bad.
Yeah, I can. Watch me.
My servants will burn this town to ashes.
Come on, hold still, you jerk. Oh, watch out.
I hear something coming.
Oh, jeez.
By all that is holy, do you see that enemy over there?
What hit me?
If my old masters could see me now.
The people in the chapel need my help. I'm going on ahead.
You die on me, dude.
Save this.
We owe you our lives.
Split. Passive. Cool. So what'd the split do? Fires 3 missiles that each do 52 weapon damage. So a total of what? 150? Spectral Blades is still stronger. I will cast it once just to see how it is. What's the new one I got? Oh. Unleash the Twister. Pure energy that deals 360 weapon damage over 6 seconds to everything in its path. Ooh. The crystal armor comes in handy. I don't know if I want to give it up though. But I do want to test it out nonetheless. Force, Conjuration, and Mastery is left. So what's the new one? Reduces all cooldowns by 15%. I don't really need that because I only have one skill that's on cooldown, so it's not really necessary right now. That's not bad, but the skill's still way more fun. Cool. Now the downside is it like tornadoes, it's random where it goes.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us.
I seek a sword hilt that fell from the sky. It glows with a powerful magic. Do you know of it?
We found it days ago. I wish we'd never brought it here. Come, I left Virgil to guard it. We will be glad to be rid of it.
I'm going back to Tristram to check on Uncle Deckard.
Sure thing. How expensive was this tornado again? 35? This is still more effective, but this does a lot more damage and it's something I can cast on the fly. I don't have to stand there and channel it.
Damn, it's not here.
While you were on your hero's errand here, I captured all 3 sword pieces and your friends.
You wish.
Should have known. I must get back to Kane's house.
It's your choice, Kane. Either use your Herodric arts to repair the sword, or your dear Leah dies a horrible death.
All this pain, this destruction. What is the sword to you?
To me, nothing. To my master, Belial, everything. Your rage is overwhelming,
Ouch.
girl. You win this round, but if the sword cannot be mine, I'll claim the one it's bound to. In the end, the blade shall be mine.
Uncle, you can't die.
Nothing can stop that now. But there is one last thing I must do. The sword must be made whole. Just as I suspected, the sword is of the high heavens. The stranger is an angel. Heed the journal. The truth lies within.
Uncle Deckard!
That witch.
If only I could control this power, I could have saved him.
Do not blame yourself. Magda is the one who must pay for Kain's death.
Magda and her master Belial. The journal speaks of an angel falling from the heavens as the shadow rises from the abyss. The stranger is the key to all of this.
I don't know if he's an angel or a man, but the sword will restore his memory.
When my power erupted, I saw into Magda's mind for an instant. She's fled to the highlands. You can reach them through the caves above Wortham. You have to know, she'll be waiting for you.
She can set all the traps she wants. It won't save her from me.
Yeah.
This damned power I have. Uncle Deckard said it came from my mother. He tried to teach me how to control it using his Herodric training, but it never really helped. He never gave up on me, though. He was a great man.
How did you learn to fight?
My brother taught me when we were younger. He thought the crossbow was the best weapon for me since it would give me time to run away if I botched things too badly.
Where is he now?
Oh, he's still in Kingsport. I expect he'll be there a good long time.
They will run when they see us.
Tell me more about your order. Why did they make you forget your past?
Our initiation blinds us to our sinful pasts, so that we might clearly see the future and prepare for the final battle.
I have read of a number of ways to make someone lose their memory. How does your order do it?
I was chained to a wall and beaten. By the third day, I was mad from pain and hunger. And that is when the whipping began. I was told I relived all of my transgressions, everything that brought me tainted joy. The whip took away that joy, then the sin, leaving me pure.
That's... Oh, I'm sorry, but they treated you like an animal. Worse than an animal.
Don't you understand? The Templar Order is trying to protect humanity from extinction. What is my pain against
beating
that
you.
goal?
Yeah. That's like hitting a child and saying, hey, we don't hit. It works perfectly fine.
Poor Leah. She's done so much for us, and she's lost friends.
Sir, don't say it. You were right.
It's a cruel world that will take Deckard Cain away from us. His was never an easy life, and he gave much for us all.
I will see to it that Magda and her coven pay for Kain's death.
We all pay. Just look at the face of Leah. Poor girl. What price could the coven pay that could be greater than that?
Right. Let's just double check one more time, see if there's a journal. There is.
Uncle Deckard is gone forever. I remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest. What will I do without him? He believed the stranger was an angel, but he is only a man. I always knew they were just stories. Uncle Deckard died for those stories.
Leia. She unleashes a power destroyed lots of cultists and a magical flying witch, and still believes their stories. Idiot. Well, on that wonderful note, I'm going to break here and continue next time at the tornado. Later.